With YouTube attacking alternative media, please consider supporting the channel via Patreon for just $1 per month. Link below. Over the course of the past couple weeks, we have seen an insane pushback against assault rifles in the United States, especially the AR-15, which isn't really even an assault rifle, but people, because they see the AR, they automatically assume that it is. And quite frankly, a lot of your late night comedians and left-leaning pundits are not going to correct people because it does fall into that particular narrative. But one of the other problems that's arisen from this whole situation involving the shooting in Florida is people been blaming the video games. Trump blamed video games. Other politicians blame video games. One douchebag out of Rhode Island wanted to create a video game tax for violent video games. Hell no. Hell no. I mean, I don't even live in Rhode Island, but I would go there and protest out of solidarity for my M-rated game-loving comrades in arms, brothers in gaming. I'm not a socialist, but Trump here made a comment about it, and then last week it came out that he was going to be meeting with members of the gaming industry, but the members of the gaming industry were just like, we don't know what you're talking about. But apparently, through the power of reverse osmosis, we have found ourselves in the situation where Trump is going to be meeting with video game industry reps, and they're going to be going to the White House and attending a meeting over video game violence. So, I mean, the thing is, I know Trump has to know this at this point in time, but his words have power, and they come with, a very heavy weight that has to be really treated, I guess you could say, with the right amount of respect, as well as understanding what you say can have unintended consequences. But it says here that after President Donald Trump mused that violent video games could have been a key factor in the school shooting in Parkland, Florida, reps from the gaming industry will head to a meeting at the White House for a more detailed discussion. Now, I know that it's the ESA that's going to be going, and I know the ESA is like, they cool. Like, they are the lobby arm, essentially, of the games industry, and they're going to go in there, and they're going to talk about this kind of stuff, and they're going to try to, like, explain it to President Trump and hopefully get him to understand it. And I actually kind of hope they just hand him a copy of Grand Theft Auto 5 and go like, hey, you can go piss on that hooker over there, and then you can beat her to death and get your money back. Yeah, boy. Right? Like, you would hope that. Or they give him a copy of Kingdom Come Deliverance, and they're like, you ever want to just terrorize your way through 15th century Bohemia? You can. You can go on that magical adventure. That's why gaming is grand. Or they're just going to give him a copy of Barbie's Dream House and send him on his way. Anyway, the exact lineup of the attendees from Thursday's meeting is not set, but it could include execs from major publishers and developers. The Entertainment Software Association confirmed a meeting today after saying last week that it had not received an invite despite indications from Chief White House spokesperson Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Listen, Sarah Huckabee Sanders is a paid liar. So take everything she says with a grain of salt. I'm sorry, she's not a full-on person. I'm not a fan. Saying we do have to do something about maybe what they're seeing and how they're seeing it, Trump said during a briefing on school safety held in the wake of the February 14th shooting. I'm hearing more and more people say that the level of violence on video games is really shaping young people's thoughts. Now, as I have pointed out before, and I will just reiterate right here, when Trump says I'm hearing more and more, what he's really meaning is I just made this up randomly. And he's been known to do that. So probably, because he's talked about Barron, and the stuff like maybe Barron plays, and being a 71-year-old man coming into an 11-year-old son's room and watching him play a game, maybe like Halo or Call of Duty, he'll be all like, what are you playing? They're like, oh, I'm playing this game. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to decapitate that person. And it's like, oh, that's pretty violent. Without understanding that the idea there that games do not cause violence, that games do not cause sexism or misogyny, that games are not bad. I would at some point in time, what I would love at this point, just to kind of maybe if this meeting doesn't go well, maybe what we can do is we can start a hashtag and everyone tweet Anita Sarkeesian Tropes v. Women series to Trump. And the reason why I say that is because if he watches those videos and he's like, oh, I don't think gaming causes sexism. Then you come back with, oh, but then how does gaming cause violence? And then maybe the wheels will turn, the hamsters will get high on cocaine, they'll start running really fast, and then he'll get it. But that's kind of a desperate move. I don't think it's going to work out very well, if I'm being honest, but I'm spitballing. This is a live spitballing session. Now, the president's public grappling with the school shooting's aftermath has seen him veer from position to position in terms of gun policy and other ways for the government to respond. Students from the school have attained uncommonly high national profile after mobilizing to policy changes on the shooting, which killed 17 people. The ESA rejects the oft-cycled notion that video games are directly linked to real-world violence. In a statement, the ESA staked out its position. Video games are plainly not the issue. Entertainment is distributed and consumed globally, but the U.S. has an exponentially higher level of gun violence than any other nation. The upcoming meeting with the White House the ESA will attend will provide the opportunity to have a fact-based conversation about video game ratings, our industry's commitment to parents, and the tools we provide to make informed entertainment choices. And that is what they need to do at this point. They just need to sit there and tell Trump, like, yes, like, this is the whole thing, is it doesn't cause violence. You can play it. You can enjoy it. Again, would you like a copy of Grand Theft Auto 5? You can have a lot of fun with it, you know, like, just, and it doesn't do the things that they claim that it's going to do. And I would like to see them actually, you know, get through to them. And the thing is, I think they can. I do think they can. I think Trump, during this whole Parkland aftermath, is honest to God seeking the right thing to say. I do think that. I do believe that. I've listened to him talk about it. The gaming thing annoyed me, but then I heard him talk about the guns, and you can listen to how he's trying to say it, and you can kind of get the idea of what he's trying to say. And it's not bad. I think he's honestly trying. I do think he's, this is the credit I will absolutely give President Trump. I do think he is trying. And him meeting with the ESA and other developers and other publishers, I think is going to be the best course of action. My hope is that they talk about it from the perspective of, this is an art form that's consumed globally by many different people from many walks of life. Violence isn't the cause, or the gaming isn't the root of violence. And they don't come into it and they go like, well, you know, we're going to lose money if you know, this and that. I mean, if they got to play the money card, I get that, but I would rather them have an actual discussion about what is wrong and what can be fixed and things like that. And, you know what, at this point, I am just waiting with bated breath, and I will definitely talk about what happened when it does happen next week.